week 2 of the new Premier League season, and I thought last week's opener was pretty good. Anyway, we've got matches on Saturday, Sunday and Monday in week 2. This is the prediction show. No matches on Friday, thank goodness. We all get started then at the Emirates. Arsenal, a nice 1-0 win against Newcastle at home to Burnley. Burnley also got off to a winning start. I really fancy the Gunners this season. I think Aubameyang is possibly the best striker in the league, and with his support from Lacazette, they could go far. I know they've lost Ramsey, and Ozil is still a bit unpredictable, but I think Emery is a good coach, and I'm taking them to get off to a winning start at home by taking this game by 2-0. The new boys, Aston Villa, after 30 minutes looked good, but then ran out of gas in the last quarter in their loss to Spurs. They entertained Bournemouth. Bournemouth looked a bit ragged, to be honest, in a windy South Coast match. But I'm expecting this to be a pretty tight affair. Grealish may be to stand out for Villa, but I'm still going for a 1-1 draw. To the Amex then, Brighton off to a winning start, which really pleased Potter, the new boss. They're at home to West Ham, who are probably still licking their wounds after that pasting from City last week. This should be more to their liking. I'm expecting a bit of a goal fest here. 2 goals each. Now to Goodison Park, Everton. Lot expected of the Toffees this season. Marco Silva has got through that rather difficult period last season, and he looks a good coach. He's got a good squad as well, and I really do fancy them. Maybe to push for top 4. They're at home to Watford, who looked absolutely abysmal in their defeat against Brighton. I'm expecting them to have to lick their wounds from a second, taking the Toffees with Richarlison starring to win this one by 3-1. Norwich, newly promoted. They're at home to Newcastle. Newcastle, of course, stuttering to that early defeat against the Gunners. I'm expecting Norwich to be full of themselves in front of their home crowd at Carrow Road, and Norwich to take this one by 2-1. Now to the last game on Saturday, and it's Liverpool, fresh from their Super Cup win against Chelsea, travelling to St Mary's. The Austrian versus the German. Southampton not looking too good last weekend, losing at Burnley, and I think they're going to be losing again. I'd take Liverpool to edge this one by 2-1. Now to Sunday's matches. Man City, well, they've got a blockbuster against Spurs, and after that performance last week, who would count against them? I'm expecting them to be a little too strong for Pochettino's men, and I'm taking Man City to win this game by 3-1, with Sterling shining again. What a wonderful asset for England he is. To Bramall Lane, Sheffield United, their opening home fixture against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace looked a little bit lacking in match practice last weekend. Doubtless they'll have Willie Saha in from the beginning. And if they can get Benteke up and running, they could be a threat. I'm expecting them to take this game by the odd goal, beating Sheffield United by 2-1. Now to Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea are at home to Leicester. Leicester looked quite good in patches against Wolves in that goalless encounter. Chelsea, of course, took the first 20 minutes against United at Old Trafford, and then they got bulldozed I thought the 4-0 flattered the Red Devils by the way, but nevertheless it must have been a painful defeat for Lampard. Still, they bounced back in the Super Cup, managing a 2-2 draw, which they can take great credit from. Don't worry about the penalty loss. That is a bit of a lottery anyway. I'm expecting Chelsea to edge this one by 3-2. I really like the look of the American I can't even pronounce his name. I'll get it right next week. He looked good, and they really need to pick Giroud, a menace up front for any defence. So to the final match of the weekend's fixtures. It's a Monday night clash at Molineux. Wolves coming off an emphatic 4-0 win in the Europa League qualifying group. They take on Manchester United, and I think this is going to be an entertaining game on the eye. I'm going for a 1-1 draw, based on the fact that Wolves might be a little tired after those Europa Cup exploits. So that's my look at the fixtures for this weekend. Okay, we'll be back on Tuesday with the results show. I might manage to squeeze in a results show for Saturday on Monday. So keep posting, keep checking out my page on Facebook and on YouTube.